whole leg here.
Incredibly painful.
So sore.
I mean, come on now.
Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the West Highland Way. Hope you enjoyed last week's video. If you've not watched it, please go back and watch it first. But yeah, this is day 3 of the West Highland Way. I woke up this morning about 5 o'clock, got my stuff together in my tent and stepped foot outside for the first time, and what a lovely view I had ahead of me. Shortly after that I thought, right, get everything together, so brushed my teeth in front of the beautiful view and then quickly packed the tent away. And the most important thing, as you can see, left no mess, Gleave No Trace. That's right, Gleave No Trace. So we've just been coming along this track, wiggling our way along. I've just seen another couple of tents pitched up on the left hand side, so that is another good place. It's about another, I don't even know how far I've come this morning, 3/4 of a kilometre, something like that. So not much further down the road. As you can see, I've got a couple of layers on this morning. It is a little bit fresh, but as soon as we get in the sun, we can remove these.
Now they don't bother me normally, but the ones with horns maybe do. What do I do? And it's one of those where you've not got a lot of choices. I need to make some time, and there's one on the left and one on the right, and I'm on a bridge, so there's no escape, and it's mooing at me.
What do we do here? If it was a cow, I wouldn't be arsed, but when they've got big horns, it's not good.
So yeah, these bad boys, what do we say? Are they going to move? Are they not going to move? If I bang my stick a little bit louder, are they going to run or not? Oh, oh no, we've got all the cars down here as well, so they are not going to be happy. What do I do?
Answers on a postcard.
I need to get across here, and they're not going to like it because they've got all these little calves down here, and I need to go left there. I don't like it.
I don't like it, shit. Right, give me a minute, let me work out what I'm going to do here, and if anything happens I'll obviously film it.
I'm not sure if I can outrun these if I need to. I might be alright. Come on, let's get round this bad boy. Ooh. Here's the gate. We'll go over this gate instead. Keep that on you, mate.
Woo! Let's just see if he was friendly. Let's just go up to the thing here and let's see what he would have done.
Hello.
Yeah, so as you can see there, if I'd have walked up to him, maybe he would have backed off, maybe not, but we made it back on the trail. Morning dramas already, come on now. This is a lovely road to walk on. This is called the Old Military Road, and this takes us skirting around the mountain behind. I'll leave the name below, no idea what it's called. And this should take us, as I say, to the Bridge of Orkney, and I'm expecting some lovely views when we get around this corner in a little bit. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day. Injury wise, my right shin is giving me a bit of jip. That was from yesterday, so that's still sore. Manageable, I can walk on it, but it's sore. It feels like someone's hit me in the shin with a hammer, if that makes any sense. It really helps using poles. I don't know how people do this without poles. It's honestly, they help so much. So let me get the camera away and get back to using them.
Oh, we've literally just got into the sun as we pass Bridge of Orkney train station, and in fact looks like we're going underneath it. Shut that behind me. Oh. Yeah, there we go, right underneath. So we've officially arrived at Bridge of Orkney, I guess. I wonder if there's any shops here. It would be nice if there is, or any water points. I could do with having a little cheeky top of water from somewhere. I'll keep my beady little eye out. Right, just as I walk past here, you can hear that work going on. Now, they had a sign there, new development, the 60 Mile Inn pub. So at the time of going to press this, obviously it's not open, but maybe if you're doing the West Highland Way in the future, that will be open. But yeah, if you do it in future, 60 miles in, which means we've got 36 miles to go, because it's a 96 mile trail. So 2/3 in. Right, I don't think there's any shops, and they won't be open anyway, but what I can see right there on the Bridge of Orkney Hotel is a drinking tap. So that's me. I'm going to guzzle all my water and I'm going to fill up both bottles, and that should see us through till a little bit later. So I get across this death trap now. Quick! Oh Jesus, they go faster than you think. Yeah, perfect. National Trust site, safe drinking water. That's me. Just using this opportunity to have a little sit down for a minute. Done 7.5k. I've just topped up one water, but what I want to do is drink as much as I can out of this, and this is the one with electrolytes in, so I'm just going to have, we're in no rush. I say I'm splitting this over 2 days now, so I'm going to drink all this, have 5-10 minutes, top it up, and then we'll set off again. But I'm now in the sun and it's glorious again. As well as being hot as well, there hasn't been a breath of wind throughout this whole walk, which is amazing for night. I've not had to use my guy lines on my tent, but it's difficult in the heat because you've got no wind, no air coming through. Oh my days. Do you know what? I went to use the toilet and I saw that they had food, and I said, obviously they're doing breakfast for the hotel. I said, you don't do takeaways, do you? They said, we can do. Look at this. Sausage, egg, and brown sauce. It's £4 for just one, or for an extra filling it's an extra £1. So sausage, egg, brown sauce, £5. So I'm going to eat this. I'm probably going to need plenty of this. It's going to go everywhere, and then we'll get going. Oh, come on. Bosh. I am content now. Oh, that was a surprise. I asked for some brown sauce and he brought it in a little glass jar, like a strawberry jam jar. You know it's posh when you get it like that. I'm guessing this is normally roaring, but I've seen quite a lot of streams. Hardly any water. Few people camping here as well. Yeah. Right, onwards we go, up through the forest. I'll tell you what, lots of part of this trail, there's lots of colour in the trees. Look at all this. My map on my Garmin says trees all here, so I don't know when these were here. If you've done it before, was this full of trees? But a lot gone. I mean, it's good because it makes it nice and clear, but it just makes me wonder. I wonder why they do it. Is it disease? Is it development? I really don't know. I've just been talking to another American couple, and yeah, I'm amazed how many Americans are doing this. So I just asked them again. I've asked everyone, why the West Highland Way? And they were just saying, and this is like a common thing. It's one of the main ones I've heard of in the UK, so they won't be aware of these other ones. This is kind of the one that sticks out to them.
But also, they were saying, obviously America's got a big culture for hiking, because obviously they've got the long distance ones, the Appalachian Trail, the PCT, the Great Continental Divide, the big three. But they're not achievable for a lot of people, you know, you need a lot of time off. And they said there's not many hikes in the US where you can hike for a day, stay over somewhere, hike, stay over. So that's what appealed to them about this. And they've spoken to quite a lot of other people over there in America, and they all recommend it. They all say, if you go to the UK, this is the one to do. So there you go. So it's a good one to tick off and get in the bank. Looks like we're getting to a little summit here, and it is noted on my map as a summit, so I will put it below when we get there. Not good for my leg, this. It's an interesting cairn. Look at the views though. Look at the views. Oh, go on then, why not? Yes, please. I'll take yours as well.
He's a
Film as well. Why not indeed, thank you very much. Awesome. Anyway, whatever you do is perfect.
Alright.
Awesome, thank you very much for that.
My name's Lyndall and this is Pony. What's your name?
What's your name?
Lyndall.
Lyndall.
Uh-huh.
And Tony, Kris.
Am I going to be walking past you?
Oh no, Lee, it's
It's
good.
not on? Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah, of course it is.
If you want my booty in your YouTube.
Must be heading through there then, mustn't we?
Wow.
Must be heading through the valley there, I guess.
Yeah.
So I've just left the summit. That was the couple I was talking to earlier. Really nice. And now I'm just heading down this path, as you can see behind me. It's not that steep, but this is killing my foot. I don't know what it is. It's because I can't lift my right foot up. I can't bend it up. So coming downhill, it's really, really sore. Going uphill, I seem to be okay. So hobbling down here at the moment. Looks like we've got a good stretch of this as well. It's a little bit cooler today as well. It was hot before, but got some cloud, and there's a little bit of wind as well. So it is actually nice and refreshing. It looks like we've got a lot of path. I don't know if we're heading this way. We'll soon see. I can see quite a few paths down here. It's like glass. Look at that, totally still. And so a little look round to what we're coming down here. Not even come far, but I'm finding this tough. I'm guessing we're heading down to the road over here somewhere. So this. But I need to keep carrying on. It's the aim of the game. This beautiful little place. Inveroran. Is that correct? Inveroran? There's a bar, there's a shop, and if it's open we'll have a look in the shop, but there's a bench there as well, so I'm going to treat myself to a little sit down because that has just really hurt my leg coming down there. And now it looks like we've got a load of road walking, which actually I probably appreciate. No toilet, so let me go in and have a little look. I'm going to put my stuff outside and have a little sit down. Right, it's a decent little shop that. Got sandwiches, got some quite a lot of bits of food, drinks, ice cream, but I've got a coffee, why not, eh? I love my morning coffee. I've got a Coke. I don't even know why I bought that. I bought that kind of before I spotted the coffee, so I don't really want to be carrying that, but we'll see. And I just bought this as a bit of energy for later. They do sell some cool West Highland Way t-shirts as well, so they're dry fit, a little bit like this, smart. It says established 1980 and they're £20. Now I don't have the money at all, but that's something I would love. One, it's a nice fresh top, not that I need one, but nice fresh top, and it's a souvenir. And obviously the trail was established in 1980, but so was I. I was established in 1982, so I said I'll have a think.
One eternity later.
Well, that was a little wee shop. Nice little break there, nice little chill. And that has helped a little bit on my foot. I've had my coffee, I've shoved my Coke in my bag, so we'll probably have that when it's warm and all fizzed up later. And I've got my Snickers for later in case I need a snack. I didn't buy a sandwich, so hopefully later we find somewhere to get a little bit of lunch. And you probably notice I'm walking on the grass, just a little bit softer on your feet than the concrete. Little tip. Right, I'm gonna have to get my phone out. I'm just wondering what everyone's photographing. You've got a deer up there. So let me get my phone out and zoom in, because sod's law, when I get there it'll go. There it is, the one with the antlers. I doubt we'll see him that close again this trip. It's a nice little surprise, wasn't it? Luckily, that's not us, we're alright. So have you read that sign that said Friday the 9th? Today is Saturday the 10th. So luckily I've missed it by a day. Just had a little sit down on this wall and a rest. It doesn't come across on camera, but I'll try and show you what I'm dealing with my shin. So, yes, it looks like I shave my legs. I don't. This is from skinny jeans. But this is like my normal leg here. So obviously you've got your, you know, it goes off a little bit of a twist to one side and it slopes in here. But this one, it's here. I mean, my whole leg's swollen, but it's this point here. Again, I don't know if it's coming across, but this here, I've got a right lump on it, and this is so tender and hard. This one's, obviously it's firm there, but this one is so sore and I've got a right lump on it there. You can't really see it on here, so it doesn't come across, but this is what I'm struggling with, and this is affecting my whole leg going down into my foot here. And I'm not too sure what to do, but you can see how red it is maybe. After a little bit it's alright, but I think the more the blood gets in it and the longer you spend on it, it's like someone's hit you in the shin with a hammer. I'm not sure what it is. And it's just frustrating because, you know, when your body starts letting you down a bit, it's annoying. So I'm not sure why I've got that. I don't know what it is. As I say, whether I've been overcompensating because of my knee, which my knee feels great now, to be fair. I've not even had my knee sleeve on. I've used my knee sleeve on this bit here just to try and help it. But yeah, incredibly painful. It's going to be a little bit slow going today, but again, I've got 2 days to finish, so it's alright. I'm rubbing it, but it's doing nothing. Right, so I'll spend another couple of minutes. It's annoying as well, by the way, because all those people, they were miles ahead before, and I caught them up as a bit of a challenge to myself, overtook them, and now they've all just gone past me again. Right, so I'll show you where I am now. We're really getting into the mountains now, and you'll see a lovely gentleman there. And basically, I've just been walking with that gentleman for, since that last bit where I sat down, we've walked, I don't even know, 7k maybe, 6k, and we've just had a lovely conversation. So I didn't want to film anything, just been nice. And he got the bus to Bridge of Orkney, and he's just doing the final section. He's done this route before, he's done the full thing, but he said that for him this is the most beautiful part, so he's just doing this again. So there's a little opportunity here. A few people sat down. I feel alright, but I'm gonna take advantage again. I'm gonna sit down, have a little rest, 10-15 minutes, and then we'll push on again. But look at this up here, it's beautiful. Got a bit of water here. Is it a lock? Is it a locken? Something like that. Look at that. So I'm gonna take a little sit down, have a rest, then we'll carry on. Right, 2 things. So I've just finished my walk there. One of the benefits of doing YouTube is you want to film yourself arriving and leaving places. So I just got to here and then I thought I'll film. I'd left you. I'd left you where I was sat, so I've just gone back and got it. If I wasn't doing this, I'd have lost you. And what I've also just done, as I went back there to get my camera, I've just noticed my sock. So I don't know what I've done, but I've obviously not put both of my toe socks on. I've only put one on one foot, but I've still got another pair of socks over the top. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But as you can see, those ladies who were sat there before, they're just ahead. I've just been having a chat to them. randomly we were talking about gear, so I noticed they've got a relatively big bag, so I'm just asking again, like, can I ask what you brought and how much clothes and things. So I'm just getting all that knowledge, so hopefully I can share that with you in another video to try and give some tips and things that people do. But funnily enough, one of the ladies has a Kilos gear pad and I was like, yeah, me too. And they've been super comfy, so yeah, they've been great. Not the warmest pad, the ultralight one I've got. I think it's a 3.8 R value. Admittedly, you can feel a little bit of cold through, so it's fine for these conditions, but I wouldn't trust it much lower. And spoiler, I've got they do another pad, they do a higher R value version. I've got one of those coming as well. In fact, I think I've got two coming. They kindly saw that I was using it in the video, offered to send one out, and I said, well, I'd love to try the other pad just to see what it's like against my Xterm, because I love that pad. I said, but yours are far comfier, so yeah, I'll do that. And I said, but please can you send an extra one so I can give it away on the channel. So I will do that. So we'll test it first, see what it's like. I'll give you my honest opinion, as I always do, and we'll give it a whirl, and we'll see what it's like compared to this other one, see if it's worth your money or not. But either way, if you want one, you can win one. And I think I've got a pillow coming as well, so again, I have my pillow, I use mine, so I'll throw that in as well. Well, for now, we're just I've got a feeling we're heading over that hill there. I can see a trail in the distance, and it's lovely, but it's a little bit breezy, a little bit cool now, so I've got the Senchi back on. This is one long gas road or path right up into the hills. Quite a few people ahead dotted along. Let's just see how we can go, catching up to some. But I am sore, so I probably will need to stop. I can see a little point halfway where I might have a little stop, we'll see. I absolutely love that. Can you see the couple behind in the distance? Absolutely love it. I think he was American, Canadian, I didn't catch his name, but I saw him quite in the distance for my, well ahead of me, struggling. And he's got his trekking poles, but he's not using them right. He's not got his hands in the grips right, he's got them in front of him. So I'm not here to give you all a lesson, but I can do if you want to. But basically, I've just spent 10 minutes with him, training him on how to use his poles to get the most out of them. And he was walking with another lady who was well ahead of him, but she waited on the wall after we caught up, and he just said, I've just had this lovely lesson now. And he said to her, you're probably not using them right. He said, but what I'll do, I'll teach you. I tell you what, that has made my day, that. Made my day. To teach someone something is one thing, and it helps them, I love that. But then he said he's going to pass it on. I said, listen, just make me a promise. If you see anybody else hiking today, teach them that. And then you've helped them and they help someone else, and tell them to pass it on. Oh, give me a bit of a goosebumps, that. Made me feel good. Love that. Brilliant. That's what it's all about, eh? Smile on my face now. Love it. Just how he said to her, oh, let me show, I'll teach her how to do this. Brilliant. Hopefully we're at the top of the hill soon, because we've been going, I don't even know where we came from. I think it was over in that direction, but we've come a hell of a long way along this, but stunning views. Right, so just been walking along a bit further. It looks like there's a cairn up there, but I've checked on OS maps and it isn't a summit, it's just a cairn. I'm making the executive decision for me, I'm skipping that one. I'm struggling as it is with my leg, so I don't need that extra up and down there on my leg. I'm just going to keep going. If it was a named summit on OS maps, I would go up there, but it's not. It's just a cairn. For a picture, I'm fine. There's my picture. I think our next destination is, I don't know if it's Glencoe ski resort or something, or some ski resort. It could be Glencoe, but a ski resort anyway. Over here, down at the bottom. Just gonna have a little sit down here. Again, another 10 minutes rest. I've only just come past that cairn, and I'm just having a little rest. I've just opened this water for the first time. This is the one from I topped up from Bridge of Orkey, that pub, and I've only drank that 600ml bottle. That's all I've had. So I've just topped it up from fresh. I've put an electrolyte in it, and then this bit here I'm just going to drink because I've just had a wee and I am definitely dehydrated. What the fuck was that? Sorry. Did you see that crawling on my leg? Jesus. Yeah, so I'm just going to get this down me now, drink the rest of this, and I'm hoping at the ski resort I can get some water, but you're kind of holding on to your water, but it gets to the stage where you're like, you need to drink it. I found what's worked quite well is carrying one of these filled with water and 600ml on your chest, and it has worked pretty well. But this last section, there aren't many places to top up water. I probably should have asked at the cafe before, but I didn't. But there definitely was no water sources for you to use easily. And I'm just having the rest of that little bar that I bought yesterday. That's just seen me through. Banana, flapjack. I recommend these because the shops are quite expensive, but these are reasonably priced and they're big. So I basically have it in thirds. You can see we're getting to the ski resort, you can see the ski lifts. Bet this looks epic in winter, but look at these mountains standing in the shoulders of giants. Awesome. I don't know what you can see on there, I can't bend down, but I mean, I'm gonna just so you know, this is a knee sleeve, and look how swollen my leg is. This used to slide up and down to get onto my knee, but look how swollen my leg is compared to this one. I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't, I can't even get this on my knee anymore, but this, my whole leg here, oh yeah, all outside here is swollen. It's in a bad way. I'm down here, I don't know what I've done, and I'm going to do myself long time injuries here, but I've got to get to the end. Not today, not clearly, but yeah, my leg is so swollen. As I say, this knee sleeve, I can only even get it to there, and I don't know if this is helping or a hindrance, but I'm swollen so bad, so sore. Just feel it twinge as well coming down this hill. Sod's law, I've just passed a little bit to sit down as well, but yeah, I just need to take it easy. Just like I did with my Snowdon and my knee, I'm going to be putting myself out for ages here. But at least these videos will cover me for the next few weeks. But I definitely can't wait eventually to get back and rest these legs. But for now I think we're heading to this ski resort down there. And I can see the path climbing up the hill over there, and I've got a feeling we're edging around all this, but that's my goal, just to get there. My little goal, so I can have another little rest. I'd stop now, but there's nowhere to sit down, and I'm not going backwards, even though it's only there. But yeah, the pain is unbearable. Oh. I feel like I've just moaned on this, but it is what it is. So I don't know what I've done at all. Really don't know. Never had this issue ever before, but I've got it now. There you go, Glencoe Mountain Resort. Drying rooms, showers, it does have camping, it's got a cafe, 200 metres that way, but the route is this way, so that's the way we're heading. It joins back on as well actually, it goes in a curve, but I'm not going there. But not when I've got this path down. This down's killing me though. Hopefully we get off some of this shaly stuff soon, that'd be nice. I know you've all probably been saying, Kris, are you not too hot in that Sensi Designs? Yes I am, yeah. But I didn't want to stop, so there was a little bit of a lip there, so I've just sat down. I thought I'll just take my top off, but when I took my bag off, I couldn't resist. So just had another, all these rests, I'll never get there. I've just had another, I'd honestly say 20 minutes. I just sat there on the floor and a lovely gentleman walked past, and I've seen him a couple of times today, and he just had a really long chat to him. But he's camping at the hotel just what we're going to come past in a minute, King's Hotel I think. A lot of people stop there. But he said he does this challenge every year with some friends, and he said there's a big group of them, I don't know how many, and basically they have a date that they're all going to meet on the northeast of Scotland or something like that, and basically they all plan like a 10 to 12 up to a 13-day route. They all start from different places solo, and they wild camp along the way, so they all start from all over Scotland and they all plan it so they get to this final destination on the same day. And then I think they said, I don't know if they said they stay in the hotel there, and then they have food, drink. What a great idea. Love that. I'd rather do it over about 4 days, not 13. And he also told me he's done about 200 and odd Munros. He was calling out all the mountains. Unfortunately, I can't call them out. If I remember the name of it, I'll put it there. You guys will probably know more than me. I don't really know Scotland at all. I've only been here I've only ever been to Scotland probably 3 times in my life. I did Ben Nevis back in 1999, and then last year I went to the I only did a day there, and I honestly think that's it. I don't think I've been to Scotland apart from that. So it's obviously an amazing place with amazing mountains around here, so I really do need to make the effort and get myself over to Scotland and actually learn what these peaks are and go on some hikes. So if there's anybody who watches my channel, maybe lives up in Scotland, and you know a few little nice routes or an overnight camp, doesn't have to be a big hike, and you fancy some company, then get in touch, let me know, and I can try and make a trip over, and we can have a catch up, have a hike, and yeah, and you can show me some of the Scottish mountains, because I really don't know it around here. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna... My shin, so bad. Oh. Just really need to get to this hotel now and then just chill for a bit. I know I keep saying it, and I know I'm saying the same thing in every clip. I apologise. I'm just letting you know how I am. This is the reality. My leg is so swollen. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, I can hardly walk. I will not let this defeat me. Maybe. Hallelujah. Yeah. Looking forward to this rest. Come on, baby. As you're coming into there's some public toilets, and it says public showers. Could be a good shout. I don't know if I can be arsed taking all my stuff off, but I'm gonna head into the hotel area here. It's probably going to be expensive, but we'll go in and then we'll see how much things are. If it's too expensive, we'll just get a coffee, but we'll use this as an excuse to sit down and chill. So the King's House Hotel looks like, we're not going in the main hotel, which is lovely, isn't it? And then just behind this tree is the infamous view where you've got the bridge and you've got this the summit behind. But we'll go in here and let's see what they've got and see if we can get some food. This might be the one time that it's worth spending a bit of money, but we'll see. Could do with a burger.
One eternity later.
Right, I really apologise for no updates. Let me fill you in on the last hour and a half or so. Pulled up to the hotel, got inside, and I bought myself a pie. I think I did a little bit of a video on my phone, I'll show that. And that was a mac and cheese pie. That was lovely. £4.50. And then I asked them for, well, there was a lady, Canadian lady, and I've passed them a couple of times today, and they said get yourself some ice. So I got a pint of water, which I've drank, and I got a pint of ice, and I've been rubbing ice on my shin, which helped. And then the Canadian lady said, come and sit with us outside. She was with a group of people, so I've sat with them, I had a lovely chat with them. They were lovely to meet. They're staying here tonight. Not jealous at all. And she had some Voltarol, I think it's called, and it's some gel that you can rub into your joints to relieve the pain. So I've rubbed some of that in. I've rested for a good hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, and now I'm heading out again. Really not sure the plan. I'm gonna walk now to the bottom of a place called Devil's Staircase and then assess it from there. Honestly, it's just dependent on my leg now. So I'll get there, and then if my leg feels okay, we'll go up Devil's Staircase, and then I'm hoping I might be able to camp somewhere over there because there's a very steep descent back into the next place. I would love to get there, but I think it's going to be too far for me, and the descent is going to kill my leg. So I'm hoping when I'm up there I can find somewhere to camp. The wind's really picked up. In fact, one of the parasols blew off and snapped, so yeah, the wind's really picked up. So we'll just make some ground and we'll as ever wing it. But just one last view here. Here's a infamous view with the bridge. Doesn't look very good on the on this camera, but look, I'll try and take some pictures and put a picture up. That is as far as I am going. It's hard enough to walk. No more of these. It's just a lovely scene there, isn't it? But yeah, I wanted to go right into the distance, but it's not happening. Looks like we've got a little bit of a climb, not too much. Feeling good at the moment. I'm just pushing while I can. It's a little bit up and down in sections, nothing too dramatic. And I think this is about 4 or 5k to the bottom of Devil's Staircase. There's two lads, 2 girls behind me, and they're going a slower pace, and they said they're getting to Kinloch Cleven tonight. So up Devil's Staircase and down the other side, which is super steep. So if they're going to make it, that's what I suppose need to set as my target, because I'm kind of moving quicker than them at the moment anyway. But bearing in mind that I'm going to have to take some breaks on the way, so I'll see. But if I can stay ahead of them, that gives me a bit of a gauge to know that, well, as long as they make it, that I should be alright. Because again, I've done no research, but they did say once you start to go up Devil's Staircase, sorry, it's the place in Wales keeps coming into my mind, but there isn't really anywhere to camp, so you're kind of committed, you've got to make it then. Great. Right, do you know what? First time I've put a camera on when I've met someone. Well, this is Paul, and he's a subscriber to the channel, and he's doing the West Highland Way kind of the opposite way. He's doing it a bit of an unusual way, which I'll explain later, but yeah, lovely to meet him. I thought I had to put him on camera on this time.
Thanks, Chris. Good
luck. Right, good luck.
Yeah,
cheers, lovely to meet you.
You too.
Oh, it's always good to meet a subscriber. If you ever do meet me out and about, stop me and say hello and have a chat. Because he was driving as well, he's doing it with a couple of girls, and they planned it. They parked at the West Highland Way campsite, wherever that is. They hiked to Milngavie, and then they took the train from Milngavie to Fort William, and now they're coming back and they're going to stop at the West Highland campsite. So a bit of an unusual way to do it, but he's still doing it, so I love that. So make sure you let me know how you get on. But now we need to crack on. He said this is a bit of a killer section, so let's just see how we get on. Fingers crossed we can make it all the way up and down. Right, and we've reached the start of Devil's Staircase. I'll pause it. Old Military Road, 550 metres ascent. So head down, let's get muscling up here, see how we go. Oh God, it's roasting. So sunburnt on my arm, but it's too late for that now. It's up there, it's up that bit there. Keep going, get some momentum going. I'm not going to film much because I want the momentum. Keep going with my poles, oosh, 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 while I can. That's what's just come up. Still got some more to go, and I haven't stopped yet once. Poles, motivating. I see these people in the distance, caught them up, killed it. go to this cairn quickly, just touch it. There's one over there as well, but we've done it. Got to the top of Devil's Staircase, and it's all right, you know, it's not bad. I didn't stop once. I would guess it took me 25 minutes, which isn't bad at all. I mean, I'll have a look on my Strava. I never find it, I'll put it below that little section, but I just find the way to do it, head down, and just use your poles and don't stop. And yeah, I broke the back of it. So now we're heading down, and as you see, it comes down a little bit, the path, and it goes over this ridge, and then we've got the downhill to the next section. The downhill's the killer bit, so I'm glad I'm up here plenty of time so I can take my time getting down there. There's a guy behind me as well, the guy who you saw in the last clip at the cairn. That was a guy I was talking to yesterday. I talked to him and his friend about photography and some jackets. I don't know if I mentioned it in my video, but yeah, I just recognised him again then. And he actually opened up a little bit and told me what he was here to do, and it's so admirable. I love it. His father passed away 6 years ago. 6 years ago on Wednesday, I think he said. And he's brought his dad's ashes. He said it weighs a ton in his bag, and then he's coming to do all these little sections, and he's just scattering his father's ashes. So he's, you know, it's like he's kind of done the West Highland Way. I love that. What a lovely story to have a nice meaning to come and do something like this. Brilliant. Can you spot the sunburn on my arm? Woo-hoo-hoo. That's going to be sore later.
Alright, so this is what we're facing. Looks like it's a bit wiggly coming down. It's not too bad, and it looks like it's going down there, and that must be where we're heading eventually.
I'm going to have to still be careful, because it looks like it does go over the edge there a little bit, but I thought it was going to be a little bit worse. I might mark these words, but this looks a bit more achievable than what I was thinking. So watch me cut to me crying in pain.
Some awesome views all around. The mountains, which I don't know their names of. I apologise.
See? Shows must be feeling good to do that for you. Right, I've not filmed for a little bit. We've just been heading down and down. I say we, with John. John's a guy I've spoke about a few times. He obviously scattered the ashes, and the guy I spoke to yesterday as well, which I mentioned. But yeah, we've just got this trail coming down. It's not too bad, the top section, but this is just long stretch of path. But we'll get there. Probably take us about another, what do you reckon, about an hour or more?
I hope so.
Legs holding up, and I'll actually say I've only stopped once when we had a little conversation at the top. 5 minutes. I've not sat down since the King's house. Yeah, so I've done really well. So that cream that lady gave me to put on my shin, don't know what was in it, but magic. It feels great.
Really well, he's a hyper athlete. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know how I've done this. I think what I've done, nearly. There you go. It's because I'm not using my poles and I'm looking at the camera. But yeah, so one thing is getting all this done and killing it and enjoying it, but what you'll find is, and I've done this before, when I get home, I find that, you know, you've knackered your legs and you can't hike for a week or two, so I'll have to be careful. But I'm enjoying this. It's been amazing.
Oh, I would love to be in there right now.
So I haven't filmed for a bit, I'll be honest with you. We've just been walking down there, and I found that last section really tough. It's actually just a slope, a bit of a gravel slope, but really tough. I'm in agony again. John's just met his wife now, so they're walking off. But I'm just getting into this town at the bottom. So let's get to where the shops are, and then find somewhere to sit down, and I'll give you a bit of an update as to where we are, what time it is. We need to get something to eat as well, and then work out
what I'm going to do or where I'm going to stay. You know, do I cop out and just jump on a campsite here? I mean, that'd be nice. Bit of luxury for the last night, maybe. I might do it. Or, you know, is the camping just not much further? I don't know. But we'll get into the town here. Inversnaid, I think it's called. And then I'll let you know what's going on. Well, there's a pub here. Do they do food? There's a chippy and things, but I need to sit in. I need to sit in and sit down. I hope it's okay here. There's a menu. Let's check the menu. I just said bye to John and his wife. Oh, come on, man. Right, let's get a bit of order into this vlog. It's been all over the show. I do apologise. The last section, yeah, it's been all over. But right, update. Pub's no good. £17 for food. So we're gonna go to this chippy and sit outside, rice and chips. So we'll get some food. Just to give you a little update, I've been going for 12.5 hours. It's now 20 to 7 at night, and I've done 43.5k, 24k to the finish. So we haven't really got long, but I want to sit down for 20 minutes, have some food, and then we need to work out where the hell we're going to camp tonight. Probably going to have to hike a little bit first, but I can't really go much further now. I'm kind of done. So let's get some food in here. Let's get some dirty chippy, which is just what I need, and a drink. Oh, I've got my Coke in my bag, and then let's get a plan. Sorry this vlog's been all over, so I'm trying my best, but it's difficult. Hello! Time for an update. Right, listen, I'm going to keep apologising for this. The end of this vlog has turned out so bad. I've just got distracted, as you do. So basically, that chippy, it's alright, but Christ, it take a long time. So I got a little video on my phone very quickly, but I ordered just some special fried rice and chips. The chips were quite overdone. I've got my special fried rice on the top, and it took 35 minutes to make it. So I've been there ages waiting. I've only had a few chips, and there's a couple there I've been talking to. It's now 10 to 8. So I'm still in the same place. It's 10 to 8. My leg's recovered. So now I'm actually heading back on the trail. This is crazy. I think sunset's 9 o'clock. So I'm going to get back on the trail now, and then hopefully find somewhere to camp. Now I believe there is a designated area coming up, but I think the designated area is going to be full of people, and and if it's like that, I'm not camping there. I'll push on. So we're walking through this little village now. But yeah, honestly, I am so sorry that the end of this vlog has turned out a little bit random, but we will get back on track. That's the thing about the trail, you see. You meet people, you get talking. Just been talking to a guy who's going the opposite way. He's on day one, and a couple from Germany, and you know, so you get chatting away. And I've lost my train of thought on this one completely, so I apologise. It happens to the best of us. But look at the views here. It's the mountains behind. It's a lovely little place. Oh dear, back on the trail again. Literally. So I don't know where this is taking us. Hopefully it takes us out of this woodland, and I'm hoping it opens up somewhere so we can find somewhere to camp, because what I don't want to be doing is, I'm definitely not camping in somewhere like this. Hell no. I'll probably just bring you back when I find somewhere. I mean, actually it looks like there's spaces here to camp, but I'd rather be a little bit more remote than this, so I'm probably going to head out a little bit. We'll walk for 15-20 minutes and see what turns up. This has been a steep climb, and you know what? Ahead is a place to pitch, and somebody's already there with a fire. It stinks. So even if there's room, I can't stay there. I'll try and show you as I go past, but we need to keep going. Damn. Hi, alright? Got a good little spot there. Oh, You don't need this at the end of a day, a long day. Oh, that's where we've just come up from. Man, it just keeps going up. It looks like it zigzags for quite a bit further yet. I have no option but to keep going and hope we get to a clearing. Got to be at the top soon, surely. Right, I've just come off the trail here. I'm hoping I can pitch on top of here. I don't like walking through this grass though with all these ticks. Ugh. It's a bit swampy. Hopefully it's alright on the top, but we'll soon see. Was it worth this hike out of there at the end of the day? You ready? Yes, it bloody was. Look at that pitch and look at my view. It's a bit bumpy, but we'll get it in, sod it. Look at that. Does it get any better than this? And we broke the back of that awful climb for tomorrow. So you know the score. Let me do a quick one and find the less bumpy place up here to throw this up. And then I'll show you when it's up. Are we ready for it? Whew. There we go. Whew. That was a mission. I really don't know if I've got a good pitch. I've tried to move it around. The ground's so bumpy, but I honestly don't care. At this time, I really don't care. The trail is just behind here for morning. So we're in. I've got the door facing the mountains. So we've got this view. And there we are. Heads at this end, which I think is the higher end. It looks like it's falling back a bit, but listen, as long as it's in, it'll do. Right, I'm going to get in the tent. I'm going to get my mat up. And I'm going to give you a last update for today to let you know what's going on and what the plan is for tomorrow. See you in a minute. Yes, people. Right, let's get a little bit of normality. First of all, I don't know how I've strung the end of this hike together in the editing. I've gone a little bit off kilter, got chatting to people. I got to the chippy. That was a nightmare. I had to wait half an hour. Then I was trying to eat some chips outside. I only got chips and rice, half an hour wait. So got talking to some people. I had some of my chips, they were awful, they were burnt, and I've got my fried rice with me. I'm going to eat that in a minute. I've got that in a little bag, a big fried rice in there. But now I'm pitched up, as you see. I've got a lovely location. It was worth the extra hike. So first of all, I want to say thanks for watching today. I know editing wise it might have been a struggle, and I might have moaned a lot as well. I apologise, it's part of it, but I have got shin splints and my legs, and my right leg is not in a good way. My right leg is twice the size of my left leg. I look at the bottom of it, I'm bruised, I'm discoloured, it's hard, it's really, really sore. So thanks to that lady today for giving me some cream, and I put some ice on it, and that helped me do that the latter half of the day, but I've managed to get it done. So let me give you a few stats from today. I'll probably do a little map read as well if you want to watch that. It's worth watching so you know where I've been today, just to show you how hard it's been and how much I've had to stop in pain. My elapsed time for today, so from the time I started till the time I pitched this tent, was 14 hours 23 minutes. But my moving time, so the time actually moving on the trail, was 10 hours 10. So that tells you that I've spent 4 hours and 15 minutes today not moving. Now, you know, I don't film all of my stops, but the longer stops I tend to do. I mean, I stopped for quite a while at the King's Hotel, which was great. But, you know, every so often I'm going uphill, I'm fine, but as soon as I'm coming downhill, I'm in agony and I have to stop, and I might stop and take 10-15 minutes, whatever it may be, whatever you need to keep going again, but that's because I've got an injury. So I think I've done really well today. I've done 45 kilometres today, which I think, if I work it out rightly, leaves less than 20k to the finish. I think it's under 20k now, so because I've just broke the back of it there, might be like 19k to the finish. So we'll get up early in the morning and we'll get it finished. Now, I appreciate tomorrow's going to be a short day, so not to worry.
You've been waiting weekly for these videos, obviously on a Monday night. I'm going to release the final day this Thursday. I don't think it deserves waiting a week for that one. So just 3 or 4 days time, Wednesday or Thursday this week. Keep your eye out, keep subscribed, keep your notification bell on, and I'll release the final episode, and that'll be tomorrow. Leave me to eat my, I was going to say my Chinese, it's just special fried rice. So I'm going to eat my special fried rice. I'm going to message the missus, because I've not messaged her since this morning. She's going to kill me. But I've had my phone on airplane mode. And then I'm literally, tonight, I'm actually going to look out to the view. I'm going to look out to the view, see if we get a sunrise. Might take a few pictures tonight rather than just sleeping. And then I'll include anything I find in the next video. So thanks for watching. Like it if you like. Drop a like if you liked it. If you didn't, tell me why. Probably the bish bash for the last half. But thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.